Study in Style by Friedrich Bergmüller, a German pianist and composer. His father August and his brother Norbert were also musicians, so it obviously ran in the family. While he was German-born, he spent most of his life in Paris, and the piece that I'm going to play sounds more lyrical, more of a French sound to it, as opposed to a different sort of German, heavier sound. His most famous piece are two. In the ballet Giselle, Pesant Pas de Deux is part of the ballet that he had done, and quite a number of important pieces. However, at the end of his life, he spent most of his time writing etudes, studies, for dummies like me. And so, so as you listen to this, you'll hear it has sort of a lighter, freer feel to it if I execute it properly. And so, here we go. The next piece is by a Norwegian composer by the name of Edvard Grieg. The piece is called Morning Mood. It was written for a play, Peer Gynt, by Henrik Ibsen's play. So two very famous songs came from that. One was Morning Mood, which I'm going to play. The other is the Hall of the Mountain King. So in fact, while he died in 1907 at the age of 64 years old, if you saw the movie The Social Network, the Hall of the Mountain King was featured in that. It was done, however, by Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails. So a little bit of a different thing, but that's how relevant his music is today. When asked about the song, how did he like it? He was writing for a play, as Rodgers and Hammerstein would do. You know, they were given a play and said, develop a lyrics and music for this. So he did, and it was a hard job for him. In fact, he said, I've also written something for the scene in the Hall of the Mountain King. Something that I literally can't bear listening to because it absolutely reeks of cow pies. Exaggerated Norwegian nationalism and troll self-satisfaction. But I have a hunch that the irony will be discernible. From his own words. So hopefully this doesn't sound exactly like, or smell exactly like cow pies, but see what we can do. Morning Mood by Edvard Grieg. Johann Sebastian Bach. The piece is from a number of works that he did, from a set called The Notebook for Anna Magdalena. And Anna Magdalena was Bach's second wife. And so as a gift, he wrote this group of 43 songs for her, and actually wrote two sets of them. He wrote the first set in 1722, which was kind of an annotated one, and then he wrote the second one in 1725. So it's obvious why musicians always get the pretty girls, because they can sing music and play, so it's obvious. What is interesting though is the piece I'm going to play is Minuet in G minor. It's the fourth one in the second book, the 1725 book. Out of curiosity, I looked it up. So this is the cover of the book, and it says Anna Magdalena Bach, 1725, and this is his own writing, and this is the first page of the book.
Oh, cool.
So it's very, very interesting. Only up until 1970 did they discover that he didn't quite write all of the songs in the songbook for Anna Magdalena. And in fact, this fourth one is fairly certain that it was written by an associate of his by the name of Christian Petzel, who died in 1733. But in any event, if you were good enough that Bach said, you can be on my record, he's probably pretty good. So in any event, I think it's a nice little tune. Certainly wish I could have written it, but here we go, so we'll see.